Hey, patrons, how you doing? I am currently in a hotel in Indianapolis because I'm shooting Mental Floss and Crash Course the next few days, and that's just what I do. And I am here to answer some questions for you. And first of all, I want to thank you for your support. Even through even through a time when I'm not past week or so, I haven't made any Wheezy videos. I made a lot before then, though, every weekday for like 3 or 4 weeks there. So let's just get right to it, shall we? Some questions that people ask. Enlightening classics. Hi, from Michigan, Wheezy. Hello, from Indianapolis. Well, that's not where I'm from, but that's where I am. How is the marathon training coming? Will it be okay to run 26 miles if the most you've ever done up to now is 10 miles? It will be hard to run. Yesterday, I ran 12 miles without stopping, without even taking a break. I didn't even need to because I chugged a bunch of water and ate a bunch of food. And it was, I could have gone a little more. But it was starting to get tough. My muscles and my legs were getting a little sore, and I think it will get very hard. Everyone tells me like once you get to mile 20, after that is where you really have to push it. I'm going to keep training. 12 miles isn't that hard right now. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can finish in. My goal is to finish in under 4 hours. And I think I can. I might be a little bit over 4 hours, but we'll see. James Hood, who's actually here right now, watching, says Celsius or Fahrenheit. Well, duh, Fahrenheit. I'm American. I'm from the United States. I have no problem with Celsius. Seems like it makes sense to have a freezing point at 0 and a boiling point at 100, but I don't use it, so I don't really understand it. Though, I think that I think I read somewhere. I don't remember where I read this or what other measurement system they were talking about, but they were saying how there's an even better one, because the thing about Celsius that doesn't make a lot of sense is that in your everyday life, when you're talking about daily temperatures, you get less exact than you do with Fahrenheit, because Fahrenheit has a larger amount of numbers in the range of just whole numbers in the range of what temperatures are during the day. In Celsius, you're really not interacting. You're not using, in daily conversation, you're not using those numbers you're using a shorter range of numbers to describe the temperature outside. That said, I still think it makes more sense. Celsius does make more sense. The metric system in general makes more sense. I don't know if Celsius is considered part of the metric system, but it does make sense. And we should get rid of Fahrenheit, but we won't. Just the way we are. It's hard to make make changes in the land of the free, even though that's which is a silly statement because there's plenty. What does that even mean? But yeah, I think I can get through 26 miles. That was the previous question. Also, did you announce a wedding date? Will that be a live stream event or will we get videos later? Doubtful that it will be a live stream event. Could possibly. I could float the idea past my fiance. But you will definitely be getting a video. It's going to be shot by a crew managed by Corey Vidal, Apprentice A, the same people that did Charles and Allie's, previous Allie's wedding. And it was beautiful and amazing. And this one I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna go up on the WheezyWaiter channel. It's gonna be a good time. Did you fix the old Toyota yet? Any way to tape the sensor so the car thinks the door is always shut? I could do that. We haven't fixed the Toyota. We did buy a just a car jump starter, portable battery thing, which we used to move the car because there's street cleaning and we had to move the car. We'll get a ticket. And that seems to be a fine option because that car jump starter we can use with our new car too in case the battery were to die or to jump start other people's cars. So we're dealing with it. It's okay. We want Nathan Wells to come back to Wheezy Gamer channel, and this time he gets to be Mario. Yeah, Nathan Wells, my old friend from high school and grade school. He was in a recent Wheezy News video in which we played paintball, and I said on the Wheezy Gamer channel probably at one point that we used to play Mario Brothers as kids, and I would be Mario and he would be Luigi, and he'd never get to play because he didn't have a Nintendo, and I got really good at Mario. So I would play for a long time and then die, and then he'd die immediately, and then I'd play for a long time. But I think that's a great idea to bring him to the Wheezy Gamer channel because it'll just be fun. I'll have to talk to him about it. I think he'd be into the idea. And he gets to be Mario. And I'm less good at the game now because I'm out of practice, so maybe he'd get to play more. That was all enlightening classics, all those questions. Thank you. Tesla Otto asks, hey Wheezy, when did you gain an enmity with eagles and recently beavers? Enmity. I've never even really seen that word, but I assume that means becoming enemies. I've always hated eagles since the beginning, since before the Big Bang. And beavers, only in that video where I kicked the beaver. I'm actually over it. I kind of like beavers now. And he also asks, can you clone food to end world hunger? Well, the thing is, I could, but you have to. Then I'd have to go through the FDA, and then the government would get involved in cloning, which would, I think, be worse for the world overall than keeping it a secret. Also, the issue with the economy, that would upend the economy, the food economy. If I just started cloning food, it would cause a lot of problems in the short term. And I'm currently dealing with possibilities. I'm looking into it. James Hood, the guy who asked about Celsius and Fahrenheit, lives in Michigan, and he's Fahrenheit, but now he works in the science industry, so Celsius became his default. That makes sense because Celsius makes sense. So those are all the questions in the chat currently from the four viewers watching right now. But some other people sent me messages. Said, I don't know how he pronounces it. I can't remember. Who always sends me things. Sent me a message from Patreon. Some questions and then some just sort of topic suggestions. And questions, most of them seem to have to do with Wheezy Gamer, some of them from his son, Shonu. Wheezy Gamer's coming back, yay. Can you add Hyrule Warriors to the list of games to try? I don't even know what that game is, but I love Zelda. I love the world of Zelda, so I could certainly possibly add that. But I need to get going on at least a game first before we can even get into that discussion. Number 2, are you 67 yet? You promised to do Zelda Second Quest by that age. Can you do Second Quest sooner, please? Come on, I am not 60. Do I look like I'm 67? Dude, maybe I do. I'm not. I'm 34. I'm going to turn 35 in like 2 weeks. Nope, gotta wait till 67 to do Zelda second Quest. I said things, that means I have to do things. Okay. 3, can we see more original Super Mario Gamer videos? If you can't beat it without dying, just beat it normally. I would rather not beat it normally. I want to continue trying to beat it without dying, and I will hopefully get back to that. Would you consider Mario Lost Worlds and Paper Mario? I have played both of those, and they're both very fun, and I would consider those. But I've only got so much time. We'll see what we can do. Thank you for the awesome questions and some topics talking about So on the Wheezy News channel, if some of you watch my Wheezy News, I've been doing the daily vlog, but not every day. I've been missing some days. In fact, I have to edit one right after this that was supposed to go up probably yesterday, but it's going to go up later this evening. Maybe, or maybe I will wait until tomorrow because I also want to write a script for the WheezyWaiter channel. So in the Wheezy News channel, I talked about going in a new direction on the WheezyWaiter channel. You may notice I haven't been putting videos up on the WheezyWaiter channel, and let me talk about that for a second. Okay, for you Patreoners, I haven't talked about this anywhere else in this much detail, I don't think. So feel special. I was working on a video, so I was doing videos every weekday for. I may end up talking about this in a vlog in more specific detail, but right now I was doing video every weekday on WheezyWaiter, trying to do that again like I used to do it. And I was doing it for 4 weeks, and it was fine. It was fun. But then suddenly, I was working on this video for September 8th. It was going to be for September 8th, and I decided to make the video about how nothing ever happened in history on September 8th as a joke. And it was going to show a Wikipedia page, and the Wikipedia page just had one sentence, and it said nothing happened for September 8th. And it's going to be funny, and then the whole video is going to be about how we should make September 8th awesome because nothing has happened. I mean, things did happen on September 8th, but in reality, not anything super significant. And then I started thinking, well, this is funny. I can make this funny and stuff, but it's not going to be anything new. I mean, it's going to be the same kind of thing I've been doing for years, which is fine, but it wasn't exciting and it wasn't fun. And then I thought, I'm literally making a video about nothing. I'm making a video about how nothing happened on this day. And it just felt kind of empty. And it felt like, I just decided to be really honest with myself in that moment. And I decided, I don't want to make this video. And I stopped. And that's the first time I've done that, like, ever. And I just started thinking, really, I should probably sit back and think about this. What direction do I really want to go here? Do I want to keep doing this forever? I mean, the views are fine. They're good. I'm very happy with the people that watch. But they've been on a steady decline for the past 5 years and just kind of stagnant because I'm stagnant. I'm not trying new things, really. I mean, I am. I think I'm doing lots of new crazy things, but it's all in the same sort of series. It's all in the same sort of tone and structure. And I might want to try to challenge myself a little more. So I've decided, after a lot of thought, that what I want to really do is, I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. So why don't I just treat each video like a film? Don't make them that long. Maybe like 2 to 5 minute long videos. And definitely stay in the realm of comedy for now. But be more serious and think more about shot composition and pacing and story, rather than sort of a free association, see where it goes sort of thing. So I have 3 or 4 ideas for videos coming up, and one of them that I was mentioning I might write tonight, or I might edit the daily vlog, or I might do both. Thing is, though, like, I'm probably not going to end up keeping the daily vlog up too much either, because it's, when I edit, it's not fun. Editing is not fun for me anymore for the daily vlog because it's not challenging. I'm not doing anything new. I'm just sort of factory work, just going through the motions. And it's time taken away and energy taken away from working on a WheezyWaiter video or something. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it up too long, or if I do it that often. But I have an idea for my next video, which I think is going to be really good, but I'm going to have to write it, and I'm going to have to find some locations for it, and some props, and some actors, and someone to shoot it. Like, this is going to be a production, but I think I can do it in a relatively short time. I'm planning on writing it today or tomorrow, with the plan of, after shooting the Mental Floss crash course, going home on Thursday and shooting it Thursday and Friday, if I can get everything else lined up before then, and then spend time editing and doing soundtrack and sound effects, hopefully getting it up early next week. But that's the way I want to treat the WheezyWaiter channel from now on. I want to be a little more serious about my content, because you guys deserve it. And it's more exciting for me to challenge myself and try new things and up my game a little bit and get out of the sort of cyclical, kind of soul-crushing nature of like scheduled YouTube uploads. And yeah, I feel like I might put this in a vlog, this conversation we just had, or maybe put it up on the WheezyWaiter channel, because it's something everyone should probably hear, that where my mind's at. But you're hearing it first, so feel special about it. And I think that is probably all I want to say at the moment. There are other questions. Let me see. Where's the chat? Is the chat box still going? It is. Yes. Yeah, Enlightening Classic says, yeah, but wasn't Seinfeld a show about nothing? That's true. I'm not, but it wasn't really. It was about a lot of things. Jerry Seinfeld himself has said it was about a lot of things. And it certainly was consistent characters. You loved the characters. And, you know, I guess I have consistent characters on WheezyWaiter, but you don't see them that often. And maybe I want you to see them more. And I want the production to be upped. It might still not be about anything in particular. It might still be hard to pinpoint what it's about, just like Seinfeld. But it is about many things, just like Seinfeld. Let's see. James Hood says bananas are already cloned food. Yeah, but they're regulated by the government. So, and they're already well worked into our economy. So everything's fine. Shepsis says, after seeing the drastic change within the good stuff, I honestly think you could do it. And if you want to go for quality over quantity, that is awesome. Thank you, Shepsis. We have gone through changes with the good stuff, and I think we've upped our game significantly. And I'm very happy with what we're doing with the good stuff. And I want to be very happy with what I'm doing with WheezyWaiter. So the challenge is going to be to up the quality and not have everything take too long, not take too long between videos. Ideally, I could get them done once a week. That might be unrealistic at first, because it's going to be a learning curve to figure out how to do all this stuff. But I don't want it to be like once every 2 months I make a short film or something. I don't want it to be that. I want it to be more regular than that. So I'm gonna keep working on it. Let's see. Mr. Please 88 says, I would love to see that a longer videos with a storyline like you mentioned. I did enjoy watching Clone Heart a lot. Yes, me too. Clone Heart is one of my favorite things I've ever done. I go back and watch it, and it's one of the few videos I watch where I feel like I just did it exactly the way I wanted. Like, I feel it's still fun for me to go back and watch it. I go back to other things that I'm proud of, but I still sometimes I'm like, I could have done that better. I could have done that better. But Clone Heart I feel very proud of. And yes, I want to do things in that spirit. Higher production value, more time spent on each moment, and having a full story. So I'm going to go for it. Is political clone running for president or still unconfirmed? Well, he can neither confirm nor deny. I asked him. But I can ask him again for you. Enlightening Classics. And so CS Moore sent me a message on Patreon as well. Was wondering, since you do a lot of split screen work, was there ever a bit that either made you really embarrassed or just laugh so much that you had trouble finishing it? There have been many moments like that, but I can't remember a specific one. I mean, the ones that are really bad, you'd end up seeing in a blooper reel at the end of the video, probably. But I've been doing this so long that it happens less and less. It's sad truth. But like, it's harder to make myself laugh now because I've done so many ridiculous things that ridiculous feels kind of normal. and it feels like I just have to get through it. I don't want to feel that way. That's going back to wanting to change things up. I want to have fun doing this stuff. I think, let's see what else we got. Any other questions? I think that's all for now. I feel like I've revealed some valuable information for you, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you are still around by the time I make my next video. Again, I apologize for taking so long, even though I realize a lot of people take longer between videos. This isn't the way I've been doing this, though. I like to put things up on a very regular basis, and this is a little awkward, but we're gonna figure it out. Does the alligator, James had one more question. Does the alligator pit ever get cleaned, like by a clone pool boy or something? It does. We've dealt with that issue in, what was the video called? Is like a couple months ago about my alligator pit getting filled up with clone bones. It's getting cleaned now. We've worked out a system. It takes time. Everything is a learning curve, guys. That's the lesson today. So thank you for watching. And now I'm gonna go edit that vlog I'm supposed to edit right now, and then hopefully get some writing done. Because this, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna tell you what this next video is gonna be about for WheezyWaiter, the one that I'm currently going to write. It's all in my head right now, but I'm gonna write it. So you get the secret, you get the inside information, Patreoners, because you deserve it, and thank you for your support so much. I'm amazed every time I see someone donating. Like, it's just to see what I'm making. That's exciting for me. But here's the story. There's still many details to be worked out, but I'm sitting there watching TV. I'm flipping through, deciding what to watch on Netflix or something, and I come across Iron Man. I'm like, Iron Man, finally! A video about de-wrinkling clothes for the guys. Or something, some joke like that, some quick one-liner. China walks in, looks out the window, sees someone breaking into our car. She's like, someone's breaking into our car! And I'm like, what? And I turn and look. It's real intense. And then we did argue about what we should do, and I decide that I need to build a suit to protect myself, because I'm going to go stop him, because I want to be a superhero. So we grab random household items and throw them in a pile, including Mitzi. And then I go to another room, which will probably be a factory, maybe where my dad works, or my parents' garage, and get some welding equipment. I'm going to start welding stuff with a lot of cool, maybe Michael Bay-esque shots. Not a huge fan of Michael Bay, but I do want to mimic his shooting style for this scene. And then I come back to the kitchen, and I'm wearing this full suit. And then I discovered China called the cops, and the burglar is being arrested in the car outside. And that's basically the whole video. But it's going to be with more production, more camera movements, more just more quality, and more sound effects, more visual effects. It's gonna be something special, I think. In my head, it is anyway. And so you have that to look forward to. That is all. Love you guys and gals, and I will see you on the tubes. All right. Later. Ding.